What's going on, guys? Oh my, Godzilla back here with another very exciting Godzilla figure review, guys. Today we're taking a look at two figures. It's Godzilla and Gigan Rex from Godzilla Vs Gigan Rex. Let's jump right in. Alrighty, guys, so we are back here taking a look at the Godzilla first, guys. Again, these two figures are both from the short Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex. It's a really fun little short they did, animated and whatnot. Really, really cool. They did a cool redesign for Godzilla, and Gigan sees a huge difference as well. Taking a look at our Gigan, you can see the face shape is different, the body shape is different. He doesn't have the chainsaw so much. He just has kind of a blob in his chest. His back spines look different. Gigan got a huge difference. It's kind of fun how we get how we have three different distinct looks of Gigan at this point in the Godzilla franchise. Guys, taking a look at these tags, they're very weird. They're much larger than a regular tag, and they're not a booklet. They're just this one sleeve, front and back, and it's weird how they're so much bigger. I had to track down like giant card carriers for them. Godzilla's fairly identical, just black instead of red. Again, very large. Again, just the one-sided card, not a booklet like we are used to. Anyways, guys, moving into some detail. I think they did a great job on getting some of the detail going on Godzilla here. Very unique looking face. Cool that we got a bunch of detail around the face and on the kind of the cheeks and the side of the head there. The claws are painted, as you can see. Not painted as well as they could be. And the inside of the claws are not painted, so they could have done that a little better. Same kind of deal with the toe claws. The toe claws actually look really great from the top there, and then the bottom of the figure is completely unpainted. One other thing they did totally miss the mark on is some of the painting on the tail and the spines. As you can see, we have the Jurassic cutoff, which I hate if you're familiar with the videos. One thing they did do a decent job of is actually they faded out a little bit on the tail paint, but they missed, guys, these edge spines. You can see these spines here on the end, completely not painted. They did a good job fading from these spines to these spines, but I do not like how they missed these spines completely on the detailing. And then we have the Godzilla was just painted a straight color, pretty much, aside from the spines, the teeth, and the eyes. Just kind of have this dark green, gray, whatever you want to call it. In terms of articulation on the figure, we do have arms. Nothing on the head. That is one locked-in piece. The legs will move for you, though. The tail has nothing, so no articulation there, no articulation there. I'm sure you might be able to break these seals and get some articulation out of them, but I don't feel like trying that. I do really like the unique pose the hands are in. Kind of looks fun. How it's not just kind of a straight, boring hand. They kind of do have a little bit of personality to the pose in the hands, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, we did not see individually sculpted teeth. They're just kind of painted lines, but the lines, actually, they painted the lines fairly well. And the eyes look pretty darn decent as well. It doesn't look like we have any real texture to them in there. They just are painted yellow and black inside the holes there. So they definitely could have done a little bit better job on that, but not going to complain too much, guys. Let's jump into the Gigan. Alrighty, guys, here we are with our Gigan figure. Again, there's our tag. And we have these very unique spines coming out of the back. The red and silver looks really cool. Unfortunately, the insides of the spines did not get painted. You can see how you'd think these would be gray as well in between the big spines on the inside part, but they didn't paint that. And then in the middle here, nothing is painted either. But the outside of the spines look really cool with the yellow, or with the silver and red, excuse me. And then the claws and the tip of the tail, this gold, look fantastic. I love that. And I love the detail. I love the little lines on the claws. Looks really cool. The chest plate is fun. It's weird. It looks really alien. This is the most alien Gigan we've gotten, I think. And then, guys, one of my favorite parts of this figure is that light kind of neon purple, or whatever you want to call it, for his eyes. Looks really cool. I wish we got a little more texture or detail around the face, but it's not the end of the world. But I really love that purple, silver, and red look right there on the face. Looks really cool. The spines look decent on the tail. Good texture and detail down here. And even the bottom. Seems like this should probably have been painted silver as well, but we did not get that. And again, the bottom of the figure is unpainted. Guys, jumping into articulation again, nothing on the head. It's just one fixed piece. But we do get the arm. We do get the leg. And we do not get the tail. So just both these figures just have arm and leg articulation, guys. Let's go ahead and scale these to a couple of figures. Alrighty guys, first figure I wanted to go ahead and scale to is the Godzilla the Ride figure, because I kind of got similar vibes off of the Godzilla Ride figure in this Godzilla from Gigan Rex. So, scales pretty well. Obviously they're in the 6-inch movie monster series, so everything's going to scale pretty well. Next one I grabbed is the 2021 release of Godzilla 1991, because I also feel like this Godzilla has a lot of similar characteristics. He is going to be a little taller. This is a pretty tall Godzilla, considering he's in the 6-inch scale. Towers over a little bit, everybody. And the last thing I wanted to compare to is the 2022 release of the fancy schmancy Gigan Showa. So Gigan is pretty much going to be the same height as most of the Movie Monster series. So obviously, being in the Movie Monster series, guys, these two figures are going to scale very well in it. They are the best place to get them. I would go Godzilla store and either use the proxy, or I've never used the proxy. If you've used it successfully, comment below and let me know how it is. I use the Godzilla store and buy via Zen Market. And that's how I got these guys. I will link below their links to the Godzilla store, and you can do with them what you will. But let me know in the comments, guys, who has this set? Do you like them? How do they look on the shelf? I think they look really fun on the shelf. They're a really cool set. I'm really glad they did figures for this little short, the movie. It's a really entertaining movie if you haven't seen it as well. Definitely go check that out. It's Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex. You should be able to find it online fairly easily. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.